Lawrence Lessig, Code version 2.0. In this summary of Lawrence Lessig's Code version 2.0, we explore the diverse viewpoints and misconceptions about the Internet as a space governed by laws, markets, social norms, and architecture. Contrary to the idea that the Internet is an anarchist's utopia, we delve into the reality of the digital world, as it becomes increasingly regulated and influenced by various stakeholders. Through examining issues such as anonymity, privacy, and the changing nature of the Internet, this summary illuminates how our online experiences and liberties may be affected by the choices made by governments, designers, and users today.
The Illusion of an Anarchist's Utopia. In 1996, John Perry Barlow, a former Grateful Dead lyricist, stated that the Internet would render traditional government obsolete. He romanticized an unregulated Internet that puts users beyond physical coercion and is governed only by the Golden Rule. However, this rhetoric now sounds ridiculous. The Internet is costly to maintain and stuffed with all sorts of property. It is simply governed by the same laws of economics as the real world. In fact, it seems safe to say the Internet will never become the anarchist's utopia that Barlow and many other intoxicated techies described in the 1990s. Internet and society regulation. The Internet is more regulable than other areas of human life. Regulation is not just by laws or social norms, but also by the architecture. Every architectural choice made by society regulates or constrains behavior. Therefore, there can be no regulation-free zone, as even without laws, norms, or markets, regulation would remain. The Regulable Internet. The Internet's architecture leaves it fully regulable, even in terms of anonymity. The Internet once preserved user anonymity, but now computers are assigned unique numbers and generate logs of IP addresses. Through these means, one's location can be identified, making the Internet much less anonymous and more regulable by enacted laws. The architecture of the Internet can have life or death consequences for dissidents in totalitarian states. The intersection of legal and computer code. The Internet is a system of rules expressed in computer languages. This has led to the idea of bringing together human laws and computer code. The regulation of copyrighted material through digital rights management, DRM, technology is an example of this intersection. The broadcast flag in digital television broadcasts is another way computer code is used to prevent copying. The legal code turns into computer code, creating a more effective system of regulation. Threats to liberty and privacy. The summary delves into the implications of enforcing intellectual property laws through technological means. While it may seem like a more efficient and effective way of protecting property rights, it can erode the public's right to fair use and other statutory protections. This privatization of regulations can be just as harmful to liberty as government-imposed restrictions. John Stuart Mill's argument that a lack of law can sometimes diminish liberty is still relevant today. There is no single solution, but every Internet user should engage in the debate, as freedoms can be easily lost even in the digital age.
Ultimately, Code version 2.0 emphasizes that the Internet's potential for liberty and anonymity is continuously evolving. Rather than being an absolute utopia free from regulation, the digital world is becoming more intertwined with real-life constraints such as laws, norms, markets, and architecture. To maintain and protect the freedoms and rights associated with the Internet, users must stay engaged, informed, and proactive in the ongoing debates surrounding its development and governance. As we continue to navigate this complex digital landscape, it's crucial that we recognize the importance of striking a balance between regulation and the preservation of individual liberties in the ever-changing world of the Internet.